Hi, welcome to my channel, Inspire and Get Inspired. Today, I wanted to start this session by asking a question. How many of you feel satisfied with your job, with your relationship, or even with your family and friends? Just take a minute to think about it. Like, are you totally satisfied? Are there days when you're like, I don't really like my job? Or I have so much problems with my relationships, or my family sucks, or I don't have good friends. So one such thing happened to me recently, and this is what I wanted to share, and what I did. All right. So I've been in my job for what 20, almost 20 plus years doing in IT. And there are days when I'm happy, and there are days when I'm like absolutely not happy and thinking, why the heck am I here? What am I doing? Right? I want to change. And when that feeling kind of gets over me, it's very daunting. You get demotivated. You don't like everything that's happening to you. So last week, I was going through one of those episodes and I came across this video and I thought it was very interesting. So basically, it talked about, when you present yourself in any situation, are you reacting or are you being, what you want to be? Right. So the big question is, who do you want to be? Who do you want to be at your work? Who do you want to be in your relationship? Who do you want to be to your family? Right. So nobody's perfect. Everybody has their own challenges, their own way of dealing with things. But deep inside, are they following a norm that a society has taught you, and you don't feel aligned? Or is it something that you're practicing that you truly believe in? And just find the difference in that situation. So I thought to myself, why don't I start thinking? Like, I was having a problem with kind of my work, right? Like my people and stuff. So I was like, okay, think let me think this through. Who do I want to be in my job? Because I think I was struggling a little bit with the technical side of it. Knowing people who are in technology changes constantly. You have to keep learning, and there are times when I feel like, what, I'm not able to keep up, right? Because it's so fast changing. So at that point in time, what I did is I took a step back and I said, who do I really want to be in this job? And I am in a leadership role. So at that point, I thought, I want to be this individual who's inspiring, who wants to help people, who wants, the people to connect with each other and kind of do work that means something or bring some value, right? And I said, okay, if I want me to be that, am I doing that? And I just thought, no, I am not, because I'm constantly taking tasks and I'm trying to accomplish my tasks, but not really fulfilling, that part of me who I want to be in that job. So I took a moment and I said, okay, how do I fulfill this? I just want to try it. And one thing I've noticed is in our leadership team, right? We have a bunch of leaders and everybody is trying to finish their tasks. There is a disconnect. We do not talk on a regular basis. And I thought that there is a gap. So I thought, you know what? Why not bring the leaders together? And then if we connect, because we've always been told that, you guys work in silos and we don't get projects completed because we hardly talk to each other. We don't have time or to bond or to know each other. So I thought, like, why don't I take that initiative and see how that goes? And I set up the meeting. I brought in all the leaders, and then, we had a nice game. We started bonding. And one thing we started realizing is we have similar problems. Like, we have the same exact problem that we're trying to solve, but everybody's doing it in a silo method, right? So when that stuff came up, and then we discussed on how we want to solve this issue, by the time the meeting was over, I had already found my purpose. And I was like, hey, this is who I want to be in my job when I present myself. This is what I want to do. So not necessarily, okay, I don't do coding. I'm a little behind with technology, but I can still add value there. So that day I landed up feeling really, really good. And then similarly, I started rethinking my relationship and my family, right? Who do I want to be? Like with my kids, do I want to be the strict mom that I have been idolizing, but then that just doesn't resonate with me? Or do I want to be this mom who is more kind and understanding and not pressuring their kids and trying to detach my own desires for my kids. And, when I started performing things that resonates with me, I started feeling happier. So today I'm kind of happy with like the situations that present to me. I take 2 minutes and I'll be like, who do I want to be in this situation? Like my family, my friends. Like I have certain groups of friends, and every group that I go into, I'm not the same Ridula, because, I connect with people in different ways. So sometimes, I am this serious person. Sometimes I am this like totally fun person, right? But that is totally up to me. Who I want to be is up to me. So I would just like to kind of share. I mean, I shared this view so that maybe you guys can get some insight and try this formula yourselves. If you are running through this phase where you don't feel aligned with what you're doing, take a minute and say, who do I want to be in this situation, right? I want to be a person with a lot of solutions, or I want to be a person with a lot of resources so that, I can bring people together, or I just want to be this person who just wants to sit there and listen and help the person out, right? So just try this method and see how that goes for you. So good luck, and thank you for watching my channel. If you like what I present, don't forget to subscribe and share. Thank you. Bye-bye.